Keep recording now. Let's keep
What's
this. This could probably be funny stuff. Hold on. Don't take me off.
I'm
right?
worried.
Don't take me off air. Are we live here? Hello. Is this thing work? All right. So
hello. Testing.
You want to do names first?
Names of the podcast. All right. What do you got?
All right. So I
maybe right. We could hone it down to like two.
You liked this for about a week and then you went away from it. Oh my God.
It's what I do though.
Oh my God. I run away. Like oh my God. Oh my God.
You gotta talk to all of my exes. Shout out to all of my exes.
You're doing good with Melissa though, so that's good.
No. I'm maintaining. I had to change the game. I had to change the game.
Well, you have kids. You have kids with her now, so it's too late to change.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. The game is changed.
How about? Well, we already went over this, so you like this also. It's O time.
O time
with an HO but no periods.
So it's Ho time.
O time.
OH.
Oh, I'm sorry.
OH, no periods?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm already drunk.
Yeah.
OH, yeah. It's O time. I like that one.
Okay.
O's Viral Podcast.
O's Viral Podcast. Also OH? Why does my name have to be incorporated into all of this? Like, why we have
you're the one that never fucking quit.
Well,
unlike myself.
Let's not make mention of that, all right?
Well,
let's keep it between us.
You know what? There goes the next name. So Killing Time with O podcast.
Nah,
Killing Time with O.
We're done.
I like you done Killing Time.
We're gonna make better use.
Here's
of
another one. Ready? Omar Goodness podcast.
Omar Goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. No.
Omar
Goodness podcast. No.
It sounds like
no, right?
It sounds too Tyler Perry-ish. It sounds like Medea's podcast.
So we'll take those two off. But O's Viral Podcast.
O's Viral Podcast. I like the word viral in the title.
I know you liked it. That's why I used it. That's the only reason why I used it. But it's O time. So far, we both seem to like that one. And you don't like Oh My God podcast, right?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Take it out.
Nah, too Tyler Perry-ish. Yeah.
All right, so it's
I'd love me some Medea.
O's Viral Podcast. Mm-hmm. It's O Time Podcast, or even what was the other one we just put up? Our podcast.
It's not the Our podcast.
Our okay. Whichever way you want to spell it.
Right. Okay.
I don't know if we do. I don't remember.
Like hour as in time, right? You know what I think your fascination is with clocks.
Oh well, not the ones that I came up with.
There's always something about time, and a check, a 1 2, a 1 2.
And I was also thinking, if we do podcasts, maybe we wait until we do 4 or 5 episodes, so we have them come out 2 to 3 weeks instead of waiting a month and a half.
Yeah.
So since we waited this long,
right. Oh no, we still might
as well do 4 or 5 in advance. The only thing is, the dates are going to be off if we have like a subject that we're talking about. People are going to be like, "Oh, that was fucking 6 months ago."
Okay,
that's the only problem there.
Gotcha.
Going live on Facebook.
No, we shouldn't.
We're good with that, right?
We shouldn't. Yeah,
every once in a while we'll do that.
Every once in a while we'll check in.
Get hits or whatever.
Right.
Website. We'll go with that. I'll work on that. We'll do the website. Definitely. Yeah, you gotta have a website.
Eventually,
we're not doing Facebook. We'll just use our own.
Right.
Because that just had too many issues.
We'll start off on SoundCloud for now.
No, we'll do everything. We'll do all your iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, all that.
Well, that means we got to get back on the RSS feed, and I owe them some money.
Oh shit! I'm gonna do YouTube, but I'll do it on my own.
Right. All right. And you don't have to go crazy,
No, I'm not gonna go crazy like before. So
all right, hold on. I got some name ideas. Ready?
Name ideas. You said.
Yeah. Hold on. I got something for you. Ready? Smoke Minimum podcast.
Smoke Minimum.
Not really. Okay. Hold on.
Why does everything have to do with weed?
Hold on. Hideous Dagger podcast. The Hideous Dagger podcast. Hold on. I got more. I got like 10 more. The Disappointed Disappointed Backpack podcast. Disappointed Venom. Disappointed came up a lot when I entered our podcast parameters. Here's one I liked. Check this one out. Mustard Solid podcast. The Mustard Solid Podcast.
Mustard Solid?
Solid. Like
SOLID.
Yeah, solid.
Why? How'd you come up with
Mustard
that?
Solid.
Why?
I don't know.
You just like the way it sounds.
Right.
It's got to have a meaning.
Does it have to have a meaning, Joe?
Yeah, like I was
Mustard Solid.
I looked up First Take. Like, see, I like First Take. Like ESPN, they do a show.
They
so I
pay
looked
millions
up
of
First Take,
dollars
and they
to
have
people
another
to
one.
come up with that
But
shit.
they have another one, and it's very simple.
Marketing geniuses.
His and hers. That's what
I like
it.
his and hers. With
I'm
Jamal
like, see, it's a simple fucking name. I like it. And why can't we come up with something simple?
You know what?
Mustard Solid, I like, but I want to know why. Like his and hers is because it's a guy and a girl doing the show.
Think about it. Put it under your pillow. Write it on a little piece of paper. Put it under your pillow and think about it. We'll come up with something. That's the easy part.
Anything else?
Mustard Solid.
Hideous Dagger. I don't know.
Okay, listen. They're not. Again, we're not. I'm not. Well, these are not on my tombstone yet. They're not engraved. Quality Cosmic. The Quality Cosmic Podcast.
Cosmic.
Mm-hmm. I like the silence. Hold on. Ready for this? The Reborn Pointless Uranium.
Come on, it's not too much.
I like that. No. I like that reaction though. Come on.
I know. The Come On Podcast. There we go. The Come On Podcast.
The Come On Your Face Podcast. and this was a weak one. I didn't care for this. Indigo Storm Podcast.
Indigo Storm?
Disappointed Rocky Frostbite.
Why aren't you putting... that sounds like a fucking an ice cream flavor. Why are you putting your name on it, though? Put like or something, Omar. I was trying to get Omar something podcast.
God,
and
yeah. You like hook up my fucking name,
Omar's Mustard Podcast.
Omar's Mustard Solid Podcast.
Too long.
Too long. Got it. Winter Sleepy. The Winter Sleepy Podcast.
What about when we do this in the summer?
Welcome back to Winter Sleepy Podcast.
What about when we do this in the summer?
It is the middle of July, but we don't give a fuck. We're shoving this winter up your ass. Disappointed Venom? No? Oh, here we go. This was a hot one. Ready? The Bleeding Electrical Podcast. The Bleeding Electrical Podcast. TBE.
O's Electrical Podcast. Boom.
O's Electrical Podcast. No.
Yes. O's Electrical Podcast.
No.
I like it.
Terrible.
O's Electrical Podcast.
Just move on from my name, bro.
Why?
What the fuck, man?
This is all about you.
Oh, my Lord.
This is all you.
Then this is the You Podcast.
The You Podcast.
I want to.
Electrical Viral Podcast. Nah. Mustard Solid Podcast. I don't know. There's something about that.
Yeah,
I like it, but I need a meaning.
The Mustard Solid Podcast.
Why? Everyone's going to ask me, what the fuck is Mustard Solid? I don't know.
But the way you're saying it already, it sounds like mustard salad.
Solid, I said.
Solid. Yeah, you gotta emphasize the solid because with your Jersey fucking accent, it sounds like
Mustard Salad.
Mustard Salad, yo.
Welcome back to Mustard Salad. Sounds even better, though. I like that one.
I just don't want it to have my name because I don't feel that it should be something.
No, you like the Howard Stern.
This is a conversation. This needs to be inclusive. People need to be able to chime in. People need to be able to disagree with us, agree with us, or just be indifferent, as long as you're listening. But the bottom line, it just sounds a little ecocentric. The Omar, I'm not. That's not me. I'm not that kind of individual.
All right, I got you.
That's Joe's dog, by the way. Brought to you by Joey's Art. If you need any art plagiarized, Joey's Art.
Stop plagiarized. Joey's Art Gallery. If you don't even know. Joey'sArtGallery.com.
Joey'sArtGallery.com. Shameless plug. Brought to you today by this podcast. That's right. Podcast. We're gonna plug ourselves. No, that sounded bad. That was ugly.
This podcast.
But
we'll come up with something.
Definitely check it out. Go through like names, look through, because I haven't been on Stitcher or iTunes in a while, so that's the beauty of this conversation. This is for everyone. We're not leaving anyone out. We're gonna build an army. The army, Omar's army.
Omar's army. There you go, Omar's army podcast.
You might be onto something militant, something military. I like military. Shout out to the returning troops from war, and God bless the people. Want to know what the fuck it is you got to say.
I have nothing to say about politics. I'm more spiritual.
Dude,
I stay out of politics.
I'm going to be honest with you, and probably with our audience as well. The 6 people that are currently listening, I didn't vote. I didn't vote this election. I didn't go to the I didn't register. I didn't go to the polls.
People are gonna hate me, but I never vote.
Well, and I was gonna.
I never vote.
You realize that by not voting, a week later, I found out, because I watch a lot of Sunday morning political shows and shit, that because
they're gonna take your Social Security,
that because of us, because we didn't vote, is why Donald Trump won the election. How do you feel about that?
I would have voted for Gary Johnson, so it would have been useless.
You would have voted
for Gary Johnson.
I think I would have voted for Harambe the Gorilla. People were writing in.
I like Ron Paul. What the fuck happened to Ron Paul? Did he die?
Ron Paul.
Ron Paul. You remember Ron Paul? Older guy?
I know Ron Paul. But
he was in the last election with I think Obama. I like him. I like him.
You might as well.
This is why I'm not in his politics.
You might as well just
terrible.
You might as well just said Ross Perot.
Right. Mike McCannon, general manager of the Jets. Oh, you know who I would have voted for? I want Howard Stern to run for president.
Mike McCagnon.
Yeah. I want Howard Stern to run for president.
See, that's why mustard salad doesn't work, because you're going to call it mustard salad. We're going.
What happened to the headphones?
We're headphoneless.
Why?
Yeah. Gets loud. I like my headphones though. Don't get me wrong. I don't
Maybe
mind.
Those are too loud, right?
Yeah, they're very loud.
You can't lower it.
But you know what? And I expected. I don't know if maybe it's the levels in the box here in the recorder, but it's like a little watch, and that's not up too loud.
Yeah, and that's loud.
Yeah, it's very loud, unnecessarily.
Now you know what I went through.
Fuck Dr. Dre.
When we did the podcast before.
No, but I'm sure it's got something to do with the levels, which still, to this day, I have no idea what I'm doing with this digital recorder or this monstrosity.
We've had it for almost a year.
You realize this has over 60 buttons. We only use 3.
YouTube it. YouTube.
You son of a bitch.
They have videos. They have training on this.
YouTube University. So no politics, so that kind of...
Yeah, I'm not into politics. I'm not... There's too much anger behind it. I'm not
too much of a Buddhist. Yeah.
I'm a peaceful, spiritual person.
So who should have been your candidate then? Like the Dalai Lama? Who would you have?
Howard Stern.
Howard Stern, yeah.
I like Howard Stern.
I mean, that's just as bad as fucking Donald Trump. I mean, what the?
No, stop it! Don't compare him.
You know, he got thrown out of Newark, right? Like he wasn't allowed to come back to Newark.
Who?
Howard Stern, right?
Really?
Or which one was it?
He grew up in a black community.
Wherever it was, he had his TV show. They were like, no, don't come back. Don't bring your trannies over here and your psychos. Get the fuck out of our town. I think
that's
Newark
entertainment, though.
Yeah, but Newark. Oh no, he set a standard. That's your president, Joe. You realize that our first lady now was on Playboy. Like I could go and check out her spread and masturbate to her.
Of course.
That's amazing. I could never say that about Michelle Obama. I love me some Michelle Obama, but damn if I can't just go to a centerfold and spread her open.
You fucking crazy.
I'm crazy. The fucking president is Donald Trump. God bless America.
Is he kicking her out of the country too? Isn't she an immigrant?
I think she should be kicked out of the country. But hey, the way that the system works and the way it's been in place, this is our new reality.
Or is it only Mexicans? I don't understand.
Yeah, no, it's undocumented.
Does every immigrant count, or is it just one nationality?
Well, I don't think it's gonna matter now, since he's most likely going to backtrack on most of what he said, and
he's been backtracking. He's not even president. He's elect, and he's been backtracking already. So nothing's going to happen.
The Panhandle white
boys. I
think
that was all an act. He did. Oh yes, he did all of that just to get voted in, just to become president. And now he's backtracking on everything. He even likes Obamacare.
Well, there are certain things that they want to keep. The problem is the price of services that are outrageous. Anywhere else in the planet is $200. Here it's $600.
Is he going to lower the price on the AIDS pill?
Well,
is that $1 billion for one?
No, I have no idea. Do they have a pill for AIDS already? Is it out? Is it a?
Wasn't it? What's his face? Your boy Martin? What? What's his name?
No. Martin Shkreli. That was a different.
That was an HIV pill, wasn't it?
No, I think it was cancer. Or something.
No, it was an AIDS pill. I thought, was it?
I don't know, man.
You spoke about it.
But we
gotta go back to the podcast and listen.
Well, an update on Martin Shkreli. He he actually he promised that if Donald Trump won, he would play the Wu-Tang album. And he did.
Yes, I heard some of it.
Did you hear some of it?
I heard it.
All right, so
it.
Let's hear your views on the never before heard Martin Scarelli / Wu-Tang album.
I think all rap music should be like that. I think Wu-Tang should come back and start rapping again. That's my view.
I think they changed the game with the $1 million. Was it $1 million or was it a couple of million?
Something like that,
right?
yeah.
For just one
Something
copy,
like that, yeah.
one gold copy of the.
But I think they should come back and start rapping again.
Dude, they haven't stopped rapping. You know that, right? Raekwon released an album.
They're not as popular though.
It doesn't matter.
In the 90s, they were out there.
You're saying, first of all, you're saying two different things. You want them to come back and rap, and then you want them to be popular too.
They need more marketing.
No, they don't need more marketing, son. It's a young man's game. That's the problem. That's why you and I are no longer relevant. You know, we stopped being
Smalls back.
We stopped being part of the demographic years ago at the tender age of 32.
Can these guys come back from Aruba and start rapping again? Biggie Smalls and Tupac.
Is that your conspiracy?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I know a lot of people say that. No, I'm only kidding.
No, I'm not kidding. I think
no, it's not.
I think they paid the fee.
Did they ever find Biggie Smalls' murderer?
No. And for that matter,
and Tupac's either, right?
Right.
That's weird. It's just strange.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think it's weird at all. Because you could equate a lot of those two deaths to a lot of deaths that have happened recently, and it's just, you know, I think honestly that the upper echelon of society, particularly artists,
don't use those big words,
and rap people with money, essentially upper echelon. That's what I have to echelon. That's a CH in there for all you Americanos that are not familiar with the Spanish alphabet. But I think they paid a fee. They know something we don't, and they're off somewhere in an ark, in a safety ark, you know, saving themselves for future generations. Maybe they froze themselves. We don't know, right?
Austin Powers over here.
Oh, is it unheard of? It's happening.
It's a man, baby.
It's a man, baby.